What's going on, everybody? It's Professor Zeus, and I'm back with another video. So, if you haven't been living under a rock, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, now known as Ye, he has he's had a lot to say over these past few days on Twitter or X, and most of us have probably seen what him and his wife did at the Grammys. Showing up on the red carpet, chromed out Maybachs, and the wife had his wife Bianca Censori. She had an interesting outfit choice. Um, but I'd like to just right now focus on um, his kind of behavior right now on Twitter because I'm not sure whether or not it's he needs a lot of attention, but his behavior right now is extremely uncalled for. And I'm a huge Ye fan. Um, I'm a huge fan of his music, but I'm becoming less and less a fan of Ye the person. And I think we need to be able to separate the person from the talent. Um, it was actually my younger brother Manny, Manny Velli. He was the one who kind of introduced myself and my our youngest brother Spiz to Kanye. He was really interested in how Kanye, went about music, his swag and different things like that. So the out of the three of us, Manny was a real, Kanye the Ye fan. But we all, appreciate and respect him now. But I think a lot of us, or a lot of times, people get caught up with worshiping this people, not my brother, but just people in general, and putting these people on such a high pedestal and thinking that these people are actually greater than they really are. But to be quite frank, Yay, I'm sorry for my words. You're being an idiot right now. Like, he is a genius, but he's an idiot at the same time. And I think it's a lot of people that's afraid to call this out because it's a lot of his fans, a lot of fanboys, and I think personally he has a lot of enablers within his circle and his group. Um, I think that what he's been doing on Twitter first of all, a lot of people were asking me my own thoughts about this. And some people broke it down to me on their view of, what he's doing, what he's saying, trying to decipher it and different things like that. And a lot of the egregious stuff as of recently is because he mentioned a certain someone, and obviously I won't be saying that person's name, um, because I'm trying to I'm trying to protect the integrity of the You and I Verse channel. But basically, he was just saying some wild stuff about who, and I'm gonna put some of those tweets up on the screen. But the caveat is, I actually don't think he should be censored. Um, I'm not a fan of censorship in any way, shape, or form. I do think that people should be able to say what they want to when they want to, uh, and I'm actually a fan of the fact that people are, you know, revealing what they think or what they really think, I should say. And I think that consumers and people in general have to figure out, even, you know, do they really want to align with him based on all this new information, right? Because ultimately, it shouldn't be, platforms like X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. Um, these aren't people, those platforms shouldn't be censoring people. The power of censorship comes from the consumer, you know, but none of these platforms should be able to censor Ye. No matter how crazy any of the things that he says are, it's up to the people and his fans to determine whether or not they still want to buy his music or want to support his music, or they can feel like he crossed the line and you don't want to rock out with him anymore. Um, And if Ye isn't really something that's an artist that you actually really align yourself with or like, there's plenty of other music out there that you can obviously support and digest. Um, and I think a lot of this, whether whether which side of the fence you're on, whether to support or censor or cancel Ye, I think a lot of that is based on our perception of the past Ye, right? Whether it's how he's been so transformative when it comes in the industry, whether it comes to clothes, even what he's doing right now with clothes, he's selling clothes at a $20 price point and he's still being able to be profitable. And I think I might make another video just about that whole segment or that whole idea, because it just goes to show you, well, that's aside the point, but that needs to be studied. Or, transformative when it comes to things that he's done in music, whether it be College Dropout, Graduation, 808s and Heartbreak. I mean, you name it. It's up to you, the consumer, the listener, whether or not you want to support Ye. And what's funny is that pre Red Hat Ye, Red Hat Ye, before that, I feel like people aligned themselves with Ye because he had a certain ideology on life. But then after Red Hat Ye, then a lot of his people, a lot of his fans probably stopped supporting him, and then he gained a whole bunch of new supporters. So maybe it's not really that Ye himself is bipolar, but maybe it's the fans that are bipolar actually. But I don't have to agree with everything a person does or says just because I like or I rock with them in a certain area of their life. I don't agree with 100% of anything that anybody says. I don't even agree 100% with what my parents say. But because ultimately I have the right to be able to choose and change my mind sometimes. And so why would I 1000% agree with anything that Ye says, you know? And again, I reserve the right to change my mind, whether I want to support or whether I don't want to support him. And I don't like the fact that people are trying to make excuses and act like, oh, he's just on the spectrum, or what he's saying, that's woke. You gotta know what he's really trying to say and things like that. I see a lot of these people, and I even saw the video or the clip where it was Ye, Ty Dolla $ign, and somebody else. They're in front of the Maybachs and they were trying to shoot a music video or whatever. And then Kanye or Ye, he had said a joke or he said something, and then everybody in the video started laughing. But it's like, I forgot what he said, but it wasn't even funny. You know what I mean? So it just makes me think that one of Ye's major problems is that he doesn't surround himself with people that's willing to push back on him, right? When he starts acting up. Sometimes from what I've seen, or what have any of us ever seen ever? It's like sometimes, the people around you, they might be wrong, they might be right, but when the people around you love you, they're willing to tell you the truth. And I think Ye and other people are so disconnected from reality that they don't have the right group of people around them that actually love them enough to tell them the truth. Like me, myself, I try to surround myself with people who have my best interests at heart. And all these people, all my friends, family, they obviously have their own mentality and mindset as well. But they'll, because they love me, they're not afraid to say what they really feel or what they really think. Mind you, they each have their own mind. And I think more people need to be more thorough and start calling people out on their foolishness and nonsense, honestly. Ye right now, he's acting like trash, and I don't think that's because I think that's actually because he just wants attention right now. he probably wants a lot of the attention that Kendrick is getting, from the Super Bowl and the whole Kendrick and Drake beef. He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight on him. He's got an album coming out. He just had that interview with Justin LeBoy that just came out not too long ago, and then the Grammy stuff with him and Bianca. It's like he's doing a lot of things that probably just want to put a lot of spotlight on him. Some people might say he just, this is the dry run or the PR run before the album comes out so he can have more sales. But I don't think he's on the spectrum or anything like that. I don't think he needs to take medications or anything like that. I think he just has a lot of people who are around him who are enablers, and they're not afraid to call him out on the nonsense because they don't want to get fired. Like, imagine you right now, right? You get hired by Ye, you're with him 24/7. Your whole life has probably changed too, and he's paying you a pretty penny just to be around him. He might say something that you 100%, 1,000% wholeheartedly disagree with. What do? Your life, he's changed your life. But what do? Do you say something like, yo, Ye, I don't necessarily rock with what you just said? Or you say, yeah, 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 yeah. What do? This is where people's integrity is called into question, you know? And I think it's absolutely crazy, But there's no denying it. Ye is an absolute genius. He's an absolute genius, and it's really unfortunate that his antics, to a degree, are somewhat outshining his talent. You know, he's extremely talented, but sometimes we are our own worst enemy. And I wish him the best, and I hope everything comes together. But more importantly, I do not think that he should be censored at all. I am anti-censorship because it is one of the pillars of America and one of the pillars of my own ideology, you and I verse. Um, and I just think that a lot of times, just because we're not feeling a person at a specific time, I don't think that they should be removed from platforms, because these are the things that make the platforms great. You have the ability to actually follow certain people who you align with. So if you don't like what Kanye's saying or what Ye is saying, you don't have to follow him. You can follow somebody else. You can find people to follow who more align with your own interests and thoughts. But I don't think he should be censored. I do feel like he should say what he wants to say, but it doesn't make him free from the consumers determining, if they actually want to rock with him, because that's something he's gonna have to deal with. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave a like, share the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're on our way to 200 subscribers. We're on our way to 200 We're on our way to 200 subscribers, and we're taking it the humble route. Always remember, it's you and I verse for a reason. I teach you, you teach me. We both take what we taught each other and what we learned from each other and apply it to what's going on. That's the only way life is going to continue to go on. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.